One and only DESPOTIC. I'll bring you bitches another gameplay commentary. This is Battlefield 3, and this is going to be a long commentary, man, because I have to get some stuff off of my chest. As you saw in the beginning of this game, I switched squads. I left one squad to go to another one because bushwookies, man. These guys are everywhere. I don't know what's going on, man. I come back to this game and you have more people playing the support class, which I think it's fine. You have more people playing recon, and they're playing it the wrong way, right? I have two gameplays, matter of fact. One I'm saving for Shaz's triple commentary, tri-commentary. So that one you guys won't see unless it's on Shaz's channel. So do check that out. The next one is with the SVD98 or the SV98, where I went 14-5. Look, I'm not a sniper. Well, I'm not a recon. That's what it's called, recon. Right? I don't play recon, but I just decided to play recon to see, is it that difficult to be where the action the is. I do have a cold, and it's not slight. It is a cold. And I played the class the way I feel it should be played. The recon class should be spotting people, be where the action is, and be a spawn point, a mobile spawn point. You know, set down that radio beacon or what have you in a place where your teammates can spawn, where you can get decent shots, and you're like really looking down at the MCOM station if you're defending or if you're attacking, right? There should be no reason why you're like ways away because you feel as if you need to be away from the action and snipe people. It's not a sniper class, it's a recon class, and this is what really like frustrates me, is because, you know, I get on and this is what you expect from me, right? And I'll be honest. I play the assault, I play the engineer class, I destroy vehicles, and I pwned the shit out of people. I destroy them, right? Right, this is not Modern Warfare. This is not a COD game. I play a COD game a bit different. This game, I play as an engineer. I destroy tanks. I play my role. As a support, I destroy tanks because that's what I try to do as an engineer. I destroy enemy vehicles. As a support, I destroy tanks, and you guys get unlimited ammo. As an assault, there might be an issue there. You know, so a few people have said, you know, DESPOTIC, you don't revive people. Yeah, I know that's a problem. That's something I'm working on. But aside from that, when I play the assault, I destroy people. I might not revive people. I do drop medic packs, health packs. So, you know, I'm working on reviving people. You know, that's. But anyway, recon, which I've been playing a decent amount with. You know, you need to be where the action is. It's a recon class. It's not a sniper class. And everyone, a good 50, not 50, more than that, like 75% of the players on this team, including the Blueberry bitches, my team is 50%, but as a whole, it's around 75%. Where they're sniping, and luckily these guys were like, I guess the guys we were playing were like Christmas news, because, you know, you had like level 5s and level 6 and 9s and so forth. But there's no reason why, you know, you're playing as a recon class, and I can't spawn on you, right? I don't know. There's this misconception about it. I'm not saying you should be rushing around as a recon class, but you need to be where the action is. Like, look at these bitches, man. I mean, this is, and like you can see, I'm already pissed, right? I'm like, what the fuck? So I checked the scoreboard, and this guy's 10-0, and his other friend is like 9-0 or 6-0. He finishes the game 13-1. Look at him. Look at them. And it's like, I mean, dude, are you serious? I mean, you literally staying, and look how far these guys are. The other guy in my squad, he knew the deal. He saw me spawned in and he instantly ran. I don't know if that was because of me, or because he didn't have a good sniping spot. Like, no one wants to like spawn all the way back here where the action isn't. They don't care, and I just said DESPOTIC. Just don't even worry about it. Just get back to doing what you usually do, ponying some bitches, putting the beats in some bitches. Yeah, this is what you call bushwookie bitches. Those guys are ridiculous. There should be like, something where, I think PC has it, where you can just like, if they're fucking laying prone for an X amount of time in one spot, just boot them. The game should, the server should boot these guys, because look how far I have to run back to get back into the action. I mean, is that right? Right? These guys could have easily killed, like 10 people, and we don't have enough people there to like arm the MCOM station. I don't get that. I don't get it, man. And that's why you need to have, I think they really need to have like open, like lobby chat. So I can just say, well, they do have lobby chat. They do. I just didn't. I was like, whatever, man. I didn't even care. I cared when the game was going on, but I don't care. Like, I don't leave the game like, oh my god, can you imagine these bushwookies? Like, think about it. These are probably the kids who look at YouTube videos and see like a guy, laying prone someplace and getting like a triple, and they're like, oh, I can do that. I don't know, man. YouTube in a sense has like created all these misconceptions of how to play the game, especially in Battlefield, man. I see guys putting up like 2-minute clips and they're calling themselves beasts, right? I've mentioned these people before, so I have no need to mention them again. They're not Battlefield players, man. I don't think they are. They're imposters. They're perpetrating. They're doing something that's not true. My personal opinion, is like, if you upload a Battlefield gameplay and it's a gameplay, I'm not saying if it's a clip and you're calling yourself a beast, the gameplay should be at least 12 minutes, where you're commentating and you're showing exactly what you're doing. People are seeing what you're doing, not just some 5-minute clip and like, oh, look at this gun, look at me beasting. And that's a anyway. Who am I to say this? Well, I am the right person to say it, because I do play Battlefield, and you guys know when I upload a Battlefield gameplay, it doesn't matter. It could be 20 minutes. I'll commentate on that video and tell you guys exactly what I'm doing. But I'm finding that a lot of these people who are like uploading videos of anything, man, like, they just put up, just have like a 2-minute clip. And people are, I mean, I don't have a problem I mean, I know these are like little kids, I kind of understand that, but in the long run, it creates this problem, because people are only seeing snapshots. They're not seeing the entire gameplay. They're not seeing like, hey, this guy probably got this and they lost the game, right? If you look at my stats on the battle log, right, I've been sacrificing my KD because it doesn't matter to me. It's more about winning, and it's the same thing I said in Modern Warfare 3. You look at my Modern Warfare 3 stats. I have a 1.95 KD. I have a 1.49 win-loss, and it's climbing, because when I play, I don't care if I go 6-12. That's a win. I'm taking that win versus, going 30-1 and taking a loss. I'm not with that. So, and that's the same way I feel about. I feel even more so about Battlefield, man. Right? People are just, they're uploading videos that are like shit. They're uploading like 2-minute clips and saying they're beasting, and people are saying, wow, this guy's beasting. And go look at his Battlefield stats, and then you realize, look, I'm not hating on anyone, right? I'm just pointing this out in principle. People don't play the game the way it's supposed to be played, and then they complain about, you know, how it's slow paced. They complain about how, you know, people camp in Battlefield. No, as far as I'm concerned, it's almost impossible, with an exception of the Bushwookies, it's almost impossible to camp in Battlefield 3 unless you're playing team deathmatch, because in Rush you're constantly moving. So if you're in one spot for too long, the enemy team will push your shit in, and then you will have to spawn to someone, and then you now have to find a different camp spot. Please, so that whole notion that people camp in Battlefield is bullshit. And if you hear anyone saying that, they're bullshit, or they've only played the game for 2 minutes and they didn't like the fact that they were getting their shit pushed in, or someone was just stomping on them and they realized, like, oh my god, I really have to burst fire, or I really have to you know, we're supposed to be talking about Bushwookies and it's turned into something else, but I guess, you know, we'll go with it, because I hear this all the time. People dislike a certain game, not solely because they're not good at the game, but because they're looking for a reason to dislike the game. It's like looking at a movie. Like, I don't want to look at this movie. I don't like dramas. So you're looking for reasons as to why you dislike it. Oh, look at that guy's face. So the plot doesn't match. I mean, people find all these reasons as to why they dislike a certain game. If you're getting your shit pushed in, don't play the game as if it's Modern Warfare 3 or a COD game, because you will get destroyed. You know, don't play the game for your KD, because no one gives a fuck about KD in Battlefield 3. At least the people I play with, they're just solid players that they can hold above a 1 KD, right? To me, if you, it depends. Like, there's some people who have below a 1 KD and they're still beasts. You know why? Because they're more about winning, and they'll do anything to win, even if it means committing suicide to destroy a tank that's like just destroying, you know, or decimating a squad right next to the MCOM station. I've done that shit. If you look at my live stream, I did that shit like twice. I'm like, oh man, we have to take this tank out. But I was playing as a support, as a support, and the only way you can't Superman the fucking C4s anymore, which I like. So I had to get really close, drop the C4, and I didn't have enough time to run. So I just detonated, and we destroyed the tank, and I died in the process. But, you know, that was because we wanted to win, right? So if any of you guys are looking at this video, or any videos for that matter, and thinking that, you know, Battlefield is there's a certain way you need to play it, and it's solely about KD or anything, it's bullshit, man. Right? It's BS, because a KD can't win a game. You know, you need to put yourself. I would rather take players who have a .33 KD and are just studs when it comes to winning and call outs and stuff like that. There's a reason why people don't play this game, because it just takes too much. It's too much time. You know, it's not for, you know, the casual gamer, because the recoil, you have to burst fire. You know, if you go fully auto, like 12 feet away, the guy's gonna turn around and kill you. You have to burst fire. You have to make sure you know, you're in kind of a rhythm when it comes to like switching from your gun to your pistol to your launcher to your ammo kit. All of these things, you have to be in some kind of rhythm, and if you don't do that, someone's gonna push your shit in. So Bushwookies, man, you guys need to change. Well, this is not gonna do anything for them. This was just, I guess this was more of my rant. Call it like a sick rant, because I don't know, man. It's just I'm tired of hearing this nonsense. And this is not for just Battlefield 3. It's for the Battlefield genre as a whole, right? Right? The series. Because, you know, you hear these people say, well, you know, it's not as good as this game. Look, man, as El Presador says, I'm a nightmaric beast. And you know, I play COD, and I put the beats on people in that game. I play Battlefield. to beat some people in that game, right? And I hate to say this now, if you play Modern Warfare 3 or any COD games and you refuse to play Battlefield 3 because you heard someone say something about it, then you're just following the pack. You're not a leader. If you're one-dimensional in terms of your gameplay and the only thing you play is a COD game, you don't play any other games, you don't play adventure games, you play nothing but COD, then even if your KD is a 4 and your win-loss is a .66, look, you get no props from me, right? You get no points, right? If I can't, you know, if the only game you play is a COD game and that's the only game you think about, then you get no props from me. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. Like, I'm subscribed to like DeMarco J, and he's a beast player, but the only thing he uploads is COD COD games, nothing else. He doesn't play anything else, as far as I'm concerned, right? And I don't understand that, right? I don't know the guy, so I mean, I don't really give a damn, but the point is, or that's all they play, and it's like, dude, are you serious? I mean, is that the core of your gaming? Is that what you're about? COD games? Look, I'm not hating on COD games, right? You guys know I upload that stuff too, but it's just, it doesn't, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like you're not cultured, right? You're not cultured. Like, if I say to you, my cousins play other games, and if I say to you, like, hey, dude, what games you play? I only play COD. COD is the only game for me to play. I don't play anything else. I would look at you and say, yeah, that's pretty cool. Do you play RPGs? What's an RPG? Fucking RPG. Do you play racing games? Oh, COD all the way. Same thing I would say for someone who plays Battlefield, right? Right, that's the same thing I would say. Like, if you only play Battlefield games, I would be like, there's something wrong with you. Who is it that plays only Battlefield games? Forget his name, man. He's some dude. All he does is play Battlefield games. What is I don't know his name. But there's some, like, the music is tight that he uploads. Something like that. Right? Look, man, be well-rounded. Okay? It'll lessen the frustration of gaming. So if anyone here felt a certain way and saying I called people out, well, that's not my place. This is YouTube, interweb. I don't call people out. I don't really give a fuck. Doesn't matter to me. Anyway, these Bush rookies didn't help us. I started out trying to talk about them, but eventually got into something else. I guess my sickness brings these kinds of things out, right? Anyway, man, it's the one and only DESPOTIC. Oh, I want to show you guys what these Bush rookie bitches did. Anyway, there was some guy going 30. I think he went like 43-6. He was carrying the team. My squad didn't do too well. So, wow, I just spoke for 18 minutes. That's amazing. It's amazing. This is what happens when you get sick. Yeah, look at he goes 13-1. All of that sniping. Anyway, it's one and only DESPOTIC. Deuces.